those performances.
Mm.
That's my one. No, like he's obviously a great coach, but like I think he does get overrated to a slight extent. But anyway.
Hey man, what send this link out to the people. Watch it.
I'm reading a report right now from Pro Football Chase. Chargers head coach Brandon Staley says he will continue to call defensive plays.
Well, congrats. They're losing next week.
Who they got next week?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
Who's Khalil Mack guarding this time?
Oh, yeah. Wait. If they play the Raiders, they might have a chance.
Yeah, because Josh McDaniels don't know his butt.
No, they got the Bears. They got the Bears.
They should. They don't win that. That's going to be an issue,
Bro.
No.
Sunday night football.
I'm just saying, if they lose to the Bears, Brandon Staley should be fired after the clock hits 0.
Brandon Staley should have been fired at this point already. Like
he should have been. No.
He shouldn't have made it to the season.
He should have been fired in 2021. His first.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right, y'all, man. We gonna get started, man. Hey, man, welcome to the Throwdown, man, episode 97. I'm your host, Ben, Brandon from the Block, whoever want to call me, man, here with another episode. So a lot of stuff to talk about today, man. As you see the title of the show, Justin Herbert didn't play well, so we're gonna have some questions and all that type stuff. But on Sports Talk, what's up, bro? How you been?
Man, football's been strange this year. Not that great of offensive play. I mean, we had a little bit better this last weekend. But as far as show goes, man, I'm excited. You already know. In honor of the Steelers, you already know. And I'm ready to get this going.
All right, bet. Yo, Champ, what's up, man? Third time on the show, I think, or second?
Yeah, second time on the show. Thank you for having me, bro, as usual. I appreciate it.
For sure. Hey, on Sports Talk, I ain't gonna lie, you missed that basketball show Wednesday, bro. That jump was crazy, man. I don't know if you saw the clips or not, but it was crazy, bro. Jabari, what's up, bro? How you been?
What's going on, man? Second time on the show. Appreciate you having me.
For sure.
Glad to be back.
For sure. Yo, Karen, what's up, man?
What's up? Weird day, but I'm here.
All right, bet. Let's get it, man. PSP.
Good, man. Kenny on the podcast was speaking a lot of crazy stuff, saying Giannis is above Wilt. He also said that Will Smith is not a top 10 actor of all time. And he also said, Kenny says a lot of crazy stuff. I won't get into
You ain't gotta say no more, man.
They can't get a hot take.
After the Will Smith one, we already knew where it was going.
But yeah, man, let's get straight to it, man. So the Chargers, man, they lost to the Chiefs. Justin Herbert played a mid-game. Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs beat the Chargers 31-17. Travis Kelce went off. And I want to hear from y'all. Is Justin Herbert still that guy?
He's a top 5 quarterback. I mean, he's a top 5 talent. He fits all the tools and the measurables. Two things could be true. I think the past couple of weeks, Justin Herbert has been struggling, but I still look at Brandon Staley and the defense. I mean, before the game, it was tied 17-17. Herbert and Mahomes were going back and forth, but for whatever reason, I give a lot of credit to the Chiefs defense. They've been playing very well throughout this season. So you got to tip your hats off to Kansas City. I think it has more to do with Kansas City. It has more to do with Mahomes and the greatness, and it has more to do with Kansas City's defense. Herbert is still a top 5 quarterback, but I have some concerns. Brandon Staley should not be a head coach any time longer. And if this continues to happen for the Chargers, if I'm Herbert, I seriously consider a trade.
All right, bet. Herbert a trade? Oh, yeah.
Outside of Los Angeles, why should I be with the Chargers organization if they're not going to do enough on my part? Now, Justin Herbert, he has to do some things on his part, but the Chargers as an organization, they're not going anywhere. Let's be honest. It's Kansas City's division to lose. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the division, the best player in football, the best quarterback. So, and not only that, he's only 2.5 years older than Justin Herbert. So Patrick Mahomes isn't going anywhere. Andy Reid isn't going anywhere for a little bit while. If Andy Reid wins a couple more Super Bowls, Sports Talk and we had this conversation, he may have a chance of being the GOAT if he wins 3 or 4 more Super Bowls, if that's what Andy wants to do. As for you, Brandon, you're going to have to convince Herbert to get a trade, do something, man, because it's going to be a shame if you keep wasting away his talent and potential.
For sure. I will say this though, I would love him on my Seahawks though. Oh, Leaf, I'm gonna send you the link, bro. But yeah, Sports Talk.
So here's the thing about Herbert with yesterday's game and just quarterback play in general. We also saw Josh Allen not play well yesterday either. We saw last week we saw Burrow not play well against the Seahawks. Like quarterback play just hasn't been that good this year. Like as a whole. Like people are taxing Justin Herbert like to the 10th degree because of how much he was talked about in the offseason, which isn't his fault. It's just no one's been playing that great. Like Mahomes, played great yesterday, but he's had his rough games too. I mean, there hasn't been a quarterback that has played 5 good games so far. There hasn't been. I mean, okay, Brock Purdy, and like Tua, kind of. Tua is low-key on fraud watch, right? Just that Dolphins team in general. But with Herbert in that Chargers team, I think it's very obvious that Staley's the issue. They ran out of steam in the second half, and that happens. I think people have gotten so used to the Chiefs defense getting slandered on the last few years. People don't realize the Chiefs defense is for real. Like, and Nick Bolton unfortunately hurt his hand, so I don't know how long he's gonna be out for. But that Chiefs defense, they are top 5. They're a top 5 defense, and we've all said if Mahomes gets a top 10 defense, especially top 5 defense, it's over because we've seen what he's done with bottom 15 defenses. So now you give him a top 5. All it takes is 2 to 3 punts, and the game's over.
Right.
So for that,
I agree. They've been a top 5 defense this year. Overall, I don't know, maybe, but they're playing like a top 5 defense. I can't really disagree with that. As for Justin Herbert, I just think he's like in a slump. Like a lot of quarterbacks go through slumps. Like Lamar went through a slump last year. Mahomes in 2021 went through a massive slump. So I don't think Justin Herbert having like 2 bad weeks is going to change anything for me. If this is a concerning issue, it goes on for like the next 3 or 4 games, I will say that like Justin Herbert's not a top 5 quarterback, even though that's still like such a small sample size. But like, I think the one issue that the Chargers offense doesn't have, they don't have like that explosive playmaker. They have like Keenan Allen is great, like surprisingly, because I called him Washer in the offseason. He's like apparently good again, but Quentin Johnson just sucks for some. I don't know what they're doing with them. And
they also don't have a true running back. They don't have a true running back. They have receiving backs. They don't have a true running back.
I know. I agree with that too. And my one issue with this offensive line, they just always break down in the fourth quarter. Like the Titans game, the Miami game, like this game, even though like it was kind of out of reach in the fourth quarter, but like I don't know. And like Brandon Staley, I said he should have been fired after the Raiders game in 2021. I said they were going. I said they were going 8-9 this year. I think they can honestly go worse.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where this team goes. I don't.
All right, bet. Jabari.
Man, a lot of these Chargers fans starting to sound like us Cowboys fans a couple of years ago when we said Jason Garrett.
Here we go.
I mean, we can play the blame game on Brandon Staley, but it's a lot more to go around. Like it isn't like the LA Chargers organization isn't trying to put the pieces around Justin Herbert. They get a new offensive coordinator and Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, although I have my criticism about Kellen Moore about his inconsistency with play calling, his inconsistency when it comes to game management in certain situations and playing situational football, I still think Kellen Moore, is capable of calling pretty good games. And it's not like they're not trying to draft receivers. They're not trying to put, pieces on both sides of the ball. They drafted Asante Samuel. They got some players on that defense and things like that. Especially on the defensive line when it comes to Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Nick Williams. Like they're putting some pieces on each side of the football to kind of make sure that this team is pretty much physically equipped to pretty much make a run in the AFC. Now, does Brandon Staley definitely deserve some criticism? Absolutely. He deserves some criticism. He's the head coach. But is Joe Burrow a top 5 talented quarterback? Absolutely. But is he a top 5 quarterback? No, he's not.
Wait,
he's a top 10 quarterback, but he's not top 5.
You said Joe Burrow's not a top 5 quarterback?
He's not top 5 quarterback.
Whoa.
Burrow
not a top 5. Wait, hold up. Wait, time out. Wait a second.
Burrow, hold on.
Joe Burrow or Herbert?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
We're talking about Justin Herbert. Whoa,
We're talking
okay.
about Justin Herbert.
Oh, I'm saying Justin Herbert. My bad.
Okay.
Wait, is Joe Burrow top 5?
Yeah, Joe Burrow's definitely top 5. He's top.
Okay. Damn, I was hoping he'd still say it.
I was about to say, like,
wait, we got the names confused.
Wait,
that's what happened.
But even going back to what you said, Kieran, it's they don't have any explosive weapons on offense, but at the same time, this is what Kellen Moore deserves some criticism. He doesn't necessarily know how to utilize the certain weapons that they have on offense. This is the same struggles that we had last year with the Dallas Cowboys. How do you not find a way to have an explosive wide receiver, special teams, gadget guy like Kevontae Turpin in the offense? How do you not can find consistently ways where you can put Tony Pollard, line him up in the slot, get him out in open space, and make explosive plays for him in the offense? Like, it's just certain things that it's to blame the coaching staff, but it's also certain things to blame Justin Herbert and execution from the players though as well.
Yeah.
Leaf.
Yeah, I do criticize.
I know you got a lot of stuff to say on Leaf. Go ahead.
You damn right I got a lot of stuff to say. First off, salute to all of y'all. And second, I wanted to get to my point. Sports Talk made a great point about the quarterback play this year. And it's definitely been said that you can't win without a great quarterback. And a lot of these quarterbacks have had some great years. Mm-hmm. But the real question is, can these quarterbacks win without all the other pieces around them? I'm seeing a lot of quarterbacks around the league throw 40 plus passes a game and with decent backfields, and they not using them. And that brings me to the offensive coordinators and the play calling, man. You got these goofy ass offensive coordinators, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think we could call better plays than them niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow.
I think all 7 of us up here could call way better play calling than Brandon Staley and all of these burgers, man. That's not getting it done.
Definitely Matt Canada. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure, Matt Canada, man. Hey, listen. Give Sports Talk a job in Pittsburgh. Word up, man. Let Matt Canada get him out. But because the thing is, you're not giving your quarterback time to rest. You're not giving the defense time to rest, man, by just throwing the ball all day and you just leaving time on the clock. The object of football, you dominate the line of scrimmage, not throw the ball all damn day.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is, go look at Miami, man. Like, listen, Tua is playing very well, but they protecting him. They making sure making sure Mostert get his touches. They making sure they spread the whole offense around. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, you're not seeing if you're not seeing the best of Herbert, if you're not seeing the best of Josh Allen, if you're not seeing the best of Joe Burrow, it's probably because they was already on borrowed time because they were so busy doing all the heavy lifting, they didn't have nothing else around them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't know. I also think, like, going back to like the quarterbacks, like they haven't been that great this year. I think we're just like assuming, because like if you look at 2021, like there's so many good quarterbacks that year, like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, even like Kyler. I don't know. I just think we're getting like to assume that like all these quarterbacks have to have like all-time great seasons in the same season, but I don't know. Like,
that's exactly it, Egan. And I add to it, bro. This is going to be a season where there's not going to be a quarterback that wins the MVP.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Thank God.
Right now, the The
don't
front
think there's
runners
any
right now is
favorite.
CMC and Tyreek Hill.
I'm gonna be honest.
They're not giving it to a wide receiver. I will bet every dollar I have they will never give it to a wide receiver. I'll bet every dollar I have. If they're not going to give it to Cooper Kupp, they're not giving. If they're not going to give it to Calvin Johnson, they're not giving it to anybody, bro. They're not giving it to anybody.
I mean, but Tyreek Hill, but the difference
doesn't matter.
Hold on, wait.
We just watched Cooper Kupp have the best season as a wide receiver ever. He didn't win it. Not happening.
No. I understand that, but the difference between him and Tyreek Hill is playing on a team where their offense is about to set a season record-setting pace. A season record-setting pace, man, for probably all types of records, points, yards, anything that you could think of. And Tyreek Hill is probably going to be in.
Well, I will say that.
Before.
Well, the reason why Calvin Johnson didn't get it because he was on a 4-win team. They were just not going to give it to him.
Yeah, they weren't that good.
Exactly.
He just got
Cooper Kupp.
The Dolphins could finish this season with 13 wins. And I'm certain that Tyreek Hill will at least get a nod. If not, if CMC wins it, I won't be mad. But listen, I'm certain that Tyreek Hill is going to get a nod.
So my MVP right now is a defensive player. I just don't think like the offenses like have been that great.
Garrett.
Or, like, I mean, offensive players. The offenses have been great. But like I'm just talking about my MVP right now is Myles Garrett.
That's Garrett. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
If that's how sad the offenses is. That's how sad the offenses is, bro. Like that's crazy, bro. I think this might be the first season, bro. I don't think we should give nobody the damn MVP. Screw them.
Yeah, I just think the NFL. I just think the NFL is a real copycat league. Like we see Patrick Mahomes come in the NFL, send a year behind Alex Smith and just wreck the league. And we see, other quarterbacks have a lot of early success. Like we see the Cincinnati Bengals draft his former college teammate Jamar Chase and have instant success right after. So it's like the NFL is every NFL team is trying to emulate that to a certain degree. But like
you're exactly right, Jabari. You couldn't be no more correct, like bro. Because and the thing is, they going in the same direction in terms of styles of quarterbacks because every quarterback running out of shotgun, running out of the pocket, making plays out of the pocket. You see Josh Allen make plays out of the pocket. Joe Burrow can run around a little bit. Lamar Jackson, dual threat, bro. Like we just finished we just came off a draft with 3 quarterbacks winning the first round, and they were dual threats.
Right.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? So the where this league is going is in the direction of either these quarterbacks is all gonna be like mini Pat Mahomes and that type of thing, or it's time to start giving the running backs the ball again.
Wait, leave. Dual threat. You talking about CJ Stroud has never been a dual threat?
CJ Stroud, you're right. I kind of just said that just to say if CJ Stroud wasn't a dual threat.
No, but like
Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, they more type.
This could be
he more dual threat though.
Yeah. This could be very well the last time that like a non-quarterback wins the MVP.
The last non-quarterback won it was Adrian Peterson.
I'd be glad of that.
I think wasn't it Adrian Peterson?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope
JJ Watt should have won it. JJ Watt should have got it in 2013 or 14.
14.
And Aaron
Watt should have won it that year.
That's debatable. Sports talk.
I don't really think so. I think Watt pretty clearly won that.
But the Texans missed the playoffs.
I don't know. I got to look at back at that year. I think that was pretty debatable.
Season.
But like, yeah, the Texans missed the playoffs, but they also went 9-7, and you could also argue if JJ Watt's on the team, they're not winning like 5 games.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, they getting the first pick if JJ Watt is not on.
Harrison.
Stop it, Harrison. Stop.
Harrison, this is why you're not up here.
Harrison, I tell you what, you know what you do?
Herbert.
You go get Frank Wright out of there, bro, and tell him to win the game in the preseason and the regular season. Because I just got on a Panthers fan yesterday, bro. He tried to dog me just because we lost to the Broncos, man. That was an idiot move by the head coach, by the way.
Sports Talk, I was saying, did you say your thoughts on Herbert?
Yeah, I already did.
No,
okay, all right.
Champ.
All right.
PSP, I wanted to know your thoughts on real quick. I wanted to know your thoughts on the post game from y'all DN.
I can't say that now. I can't say that on the show, but if you hop on my podcast around 9 o'clock, the other podcast, Commander's Demand, I will have a lot to say about that.
Oh yeah, because he took that personal. Like that was really he was not having it, bro. Like listen,
He
he said, "Yo, we've been going to do this for 7 years, and I'm tired of it."
But
that was his words, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
I will say that later, but I want to hear what Champ has to say about Herbert.
All right.
Number one, I think he's really missing Mike Williams because remember Mike Williams got hurt earlier in the season, so they are really missing him from that damn offense because without him, sometimes they are sputtering at this point. Number two, Brandon Staley, he's making a lot of questionable calls. Wouldn't surprise me if they lose another game and they get him up out of there. But if you haven't noticed this, you see this as a trend with San Diego. I'm showing my age. Los Angeles Charger quarterbacks. None of them ever reach their full potential when they're in Los Angeles / San Diego. Drew Brees didn't. Phillip Rivers didn't. And now the trend is following Justin Herbert. But one thing I don't think people are talking about, even though they won last night, y'all know that Jalen Hurts leading the league in turnovers, right?
Yeah.
They ain't want to talk about
That's something that I've been watching sports. I was off today.
And they're 6-1.
I've been watching sports all day long. I have not heard not one sports commentator, no sports personality, bring that up. Why is that?
Because you know why?
Because they're winning.
You know why?
That's why quarterback wins are a stupid stat.
Because Jalen Hurts turnovers is not that big of a weakness for the Eagles, bro. Clearly, because the strength of that team is the strength of that team is that defensive line and the rest of their defense. That's the strength of that team.
And they just got Kevin Bird too.
I will say this though, it's gonna be a really big problem when they're gonna be facing like some of the best defenses in the league because Miami's defense is not that good. Like they're a great offense, but their defense is kind of questionable. Like if Jalen Hurts doesn't like pick it up, like I'm gonna.
The Jets.
I mean, it just go back.
They got shown
Chris,
against the Jets.
man?
Yeah, it just go back to what we was talking about earlier, man. Like last week, they was passing that ball happy against the Jets. This week, they're trying to play, controlling the ball, getting back to running the football. Jalen Hurts had about 5 quarterback sneaks this past game, so they back to playing that.
I got a question.
Controlling the clock, keeping that defense healthy and rested. So when the defense come out there, it's lights out.
Is it time to stop ranking these quarterbacks?
Huh?
I think it's really time to stop, man. Like because the thing is, like they clearly need help. A lot of them clearly need help. They clearly need pieces around them. They clearly need stuff around them, man. Like they could I
think you could say that for anybody.
Anybody.
I mean, and is there a quarterback that you can name that's like, man, they went out there by themselves, no offensive line, they're just Bugs Bunny, they just threw it to themselves. Like, yeah, you need playmakers.
Super Bowl. I mean,
that's to be honest with you. Only one person did that, and that was Dan Marino after the Marx Brothers. Dan Marino after the Marx Brothers, because he didn't have no Hall of Famers on that damn team. He didn't have a running back. He didn't have a wide receiver.
Yeah, he taking back.
Dan Marino.
Yeah, if I put it to you, Champ, you absolutely right. If we got to take it back that far in terms of a quarterback that actually dragged the team through the mud, bro, and lifted it up to some type of heights, just all by his lonely, bro. Like I think it's time to really stop ranking. I think we've fallen in love with the ranking system in terms of like positions, like in the NFL. Not just because there's so many, but it's something that a lot of sports are doing, man. Especially the NBA. Not to translate it towards that, but I think it's time to really stop ranking these quarterbacks. Like they clearly need more. We seeing it unfold this year where they clearly.
Well,
need more.
I think it's also the part that like our opinions change every week with these quarterbacks too.
Hey, that's why I only do my rankings the mid-season and the end of the year.
Hey,
and
man,
yeah.
The next topic I want to talk about. There was a big trade that happened today. Kevin Byard is a Philadelphia Eagle, man. What's your thoughts on the move?
Hey, as soon as I heard
Chris, you can start it off, bro. Chris, start it off since you just got here.
Philly Bulldogs. Anyways, Oh, for the Eagles, championship or bust, what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at as, what I'm saying? I mean, they got, what I'm saying, when they signed
What
Julio,
about the Niners?
when they signed Julio, everyone said they need like the secondary help, and that's what they got. So should help them out, you know what I'm saying? So if they don't win championship, then now Harrison's here. Oh,
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's so crazy. As soon as Chris pops up.
And Brandon, no, hold up. Before you get on topic, Brandon, you said the Falcons were gonna fight for last place with the Panthers? You said that? I remember you said that, right? In the group chat? Yeah.
Harrison was doing tricks on it.
Job's not finished. Job's not finished, but my guy.
Y'all first right now. Shout out to y'all.
Rise up, baby.
I still
That's
think
not
the
saying
Falcons
much.
are
That's not saying much.
No, I'm not
That's not saying much at all.
Job's not finished, but I'm just saying, like.
No, the Falcons might have the worst quarterback in the league.
Oh yeah, I mean, that guy just like.
I wouldn't go that far.
But
Desmond Ridder.
This is your team. I mean, Cowboys your team, but this your arch rival. I want to hear what's your thoughts about Kevin Byard to the Eagles.
Man, I honestly think, man, my unbiased opinion, it's a really good trade for the Eagles. I think it really covers up some of that flaws that they have in their secondary, especially on the back end and safety. I feel like they kind of been missing a good safety presence since Malcolm Jenkins. Although he doesn't bring the same physicality as Malcolm Jenkins can kind of play a little bit more closer to the line of scrimmage a little bit better than him. Come off of blitzes a little bit better than him. But like as far as like coverage and things like that, I think he brings a lot of good value in that aspect. He always had good games against the Dallas Cowboys, so he's a really good ball hawk, and so that's a really good pickup for them. But it's still Cowboys, man. I ain't worried about nothing though. I'm not losing.
Yeah, I disagree with that. You said Malcolm Jenkins. This is them fixing the screw up of letting C.J. Gardner-Johnson go. That's what they're fixing with this move. That's what this is for. They had they had the secondary good last year, but without C.J. Gardner-Johnson, they don't have that enforcer right now. They don't have that Cam Chancellor kind of guy in the backfield. That's what C.J. Gardner-Johnson was for. You saw him do it in the Super Bowl. I mean, he lit up multiple people and sent people, head over heels. That's what his job was. His job was to make sure you didn't go over the middle and, you thought about it before you went certain directions. Kevin Byard isn't that, but he's really good in pass coverage, and they're struggling right now a little bit in pass coverage, like you said. But this is the fix, CJ Gardner-Johnson not being there, not Malcolm Jenkins.
The scary thing is they trade for like a top 3 safety in the league.
That's 3?
Yeah,
3 and a 5.
It's
all right.
Right there.
I'll give you Minka and Derwin.
Yeah.
Justin Simmons still in that convo?
Justin Simmons, bro.
I think Byard's better slightly.
No.
That's debatable.
I want Simmons. Hold on.
Jesse Bates has made a comeback too.
Jesse Bates?
No, Byard.
Jesse Bates?
Byard better.
Hey, Buda Baker. Hey.
No.
Jesse Bates immediately paid dividends for us.
Oh yeah.
Because we win despite our offense. We win despite our offense. Why? Because of it. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, Brandon, you got another Falcons fan here. Oh, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Go Dogs, go Falcons, baby.
I just got a few things to say about that trade. I think that trade came out of nowhere, but I'm really focused on the trades for some of these running backs because I kept hearing their names for the last couple week, at least more than the last 7 days.
Derrick Henry, I think he's next.
Yeah, I think Henry's probably next. Saquon was a surprise to me because I think Saquon was a surprise to me because he got his extension early in the year, and then another name that popped up I think was not Richardson, but who I'm remembering. Who was it? Who name was popped up? Because Richardson that just got paid.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, was it Josh Jacobs? Was it Josh Jacobs?
I'm assuming his name's going to be in there. He hasn't been playing well.
Right. I'm assuming his name is probably going to be there as well. So the running
back,
back
skill position player at the Raiders are playing well right now. They damn near taking Devontae Adams out of the offense.
Right. But the thing about the running back position, it's gonna be really interesting to see how the running back position unfolds in terms of, because they basically treating these running backs like blunts, bro. They just passing them around.
Well, that's the
like,
thing is that you had see, and this is I was hoping Brandon would let this be a topic, one of these weeks. Over the offseason, everyone was arguing about these running backs, and I kept saying these top guys, they're gonna ruin it. They're gonna drop the ball, and it's gonna ruin it for everybody. Unless someone can like CMC be the leading catalyst on a team and lead them to win a Super Bowl, you're not changing the narrative that you don't need a dominant running back to win a Super Bowl. That's been how it is. You can look at the numbers. That's just the truth. Whether or not you agree with it, I don't really care. Josh Jacobs has not been good. Austin Eckler, been injured. Jonathan Taylor has only played 2 games. Saquon, been injured multiple games. CMC's already injured. Nick Chubb's out for the year. Travis Etienne and CMC have really been the saving grace amongst who I had in the top 10 as running backs going into this year.
Right. You listen, everything you said is on the money, Sports Dog. But the thing is, I don't think the thing is necessarily just one running back, man. Like I'll give you a perfect example. When we came into the season with Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon, arguably one of the best secondaries in the league. And Matt LaFleur is still trying to get a Jordan Love to throw 40-something passes. But this is what I go to, bro. Like if you got multiple backs, it shouldn't
Aaron
be a
Jones has
problem.
been injured. Aaron Jones has been injured most this year.
Yeah, and
when he was playing, you guys were running a very much more of a 50-50 system. Now you're more like 80-20.
Right. But the thing is, we got somebody behind AJ Dillon. We got another kid I didn't even know about. And now he was starting to get touches a little bit in a couple of games ago, and now they're going back to 40-some passes. My thing is like, yo, you can find a running back from anywhere. It's just that nobody really want to pay them just for making a name like just 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like they're gonna be one-hit wonders if you just pay them right away. Mm-hmm. And it's been a lot of that in the past, man. Like I give you a perfect example was Cadillac Williams. A lot of people don't remember him, man. Cadillac Williams, he basically got burned out. Yeah, he basically got burned out by John Gruden because John Gruden ran him to death. The thing is, you can't run your position players to death. You got to run a balance. You have to have a balance. If you don't have a balance, it's not going to work. That's one of the reasons why these quarterbacks is paid so high, because a lot of them that's paid so high is they teams don't have no damn balance. Who the last running back that the Bills had? Go ahead.
Fred Jackson.
And Shady McCoy.
James Cook did pretty good at the start of the year. James Cook did pretty good at the start of the year.
My bad.
And James Cook me.
Yeah, James Cook, the Georgia Bulldog, baby. You got to get him.
Boy.
Oh God, brother.
James Cook was good, but listen, compared to Shady and I think they had beast mode at some point too before
they had beast mode and they had beast mode. They had beast mode, Fred Jackson and CJ Spiller in the same backfield.
Yeah,
and didn't know what to do with them.
They had CJ Spiller.
They kept CJ Spiller
on the trade, and everybody else who.
Tell you what, you give me that backfield, man. I'm running that foosball all day, bro. That quarterback ain't gonna throw but 9 passes.
I mean, that's why they didn't win. They ain't had no quarterback up there. They had all 3 of them Pro Bowlers at running back, and didn't have no quarterback. I mean, can't throw against.
Man, listen, bro. Listen, I could get Brandon to take the snaps, man, with that backfield. Come on, man.
That's great. That's great.
That's wild.
PSP, what's your thoughts on the trade?
It'd be a blowout.
It's great for the Eagles because I think they're looking at it from a win now standpoint. They're going to try to do everything they can to try to capitalize and try to make the most out of it and compete in the NFC East. They're going to face the Commanders. It's going to be hell for the Commanders on Sunday. So as for the rest of the NFC East, Dallas is definitely going to scare Dallas. It's definitely going to scare Dak.
Uh-oh.
So we'll see.
Don't tell Jabari that.
Staying on business, right?
Hey, listen, I like Jabari. Unlike most Cowboy fans, at least he's honest.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
I will say this though about the.
You definitely look like an honest Cowboys fan. You look like he ready to just not go off and jump off the top rope with some bullshit, bro. Like I appreciate that.
I will say this trade came at the right time because the Eagles are about to go through their toughest stretch of the year.
yeah.
A toughest stretch. You said they toughest stretch. You talk about in terms of games?
Yeah, in terms of they like Buffalo. They play like they play the Niners, I think, right?
They play us.
They play the
They gonna beat the Niners' ass.
Yeah, I like the way you said that, bro. But you know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say it again for everybody. Go ahead. The Philadelphia Eagles is gonna beat the shit out of the 49ers. That's the only game they're gonna show. That's the only game they're gonna
Philadelphia.
show.
No,
here's Philadelphia's schedule. So Philadelphia's got, huh?
No, do you want me to read it or you
got it?
They got the Commanders this Sunday. They should win. They should beat the Commanders. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Then they got the Cowboys at Lincoln Financial.
That's gonna be a good one.
Ooh.
Monday night against Sports Talk's Chiefs.
Ooh.
That's a win.
Right. They get 2 weeks off after the game against the Cowboys. So
That's
after
3
that,
wins right there.
That's murky.
then they got a home game November 26th against Buffalo.
That might be a loss.
Then December 3rd, they got the Eagles at home.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Hold on.
You said the Chiefs are gonna win or like lose, but the Buffalo's gonna win?
Exactly.
No, if I'm not mistaken,
I thought you were looking at me, Sports Talk.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Chiefs. When is the Chiefs bye week?
If they beat the Chiefs, they beat Buffalo.
No. I think Buffalo, and at that point, bro, I think Buffalo is gonna be back to like they old selves again, bro. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
I think the Chiefs, they probably gonna get the Chiefs off some injuries or something like that.
Then December 10th, the Eagles travel to Dallas. December 10th. Then the 17th of December, they have to face Brandon Seahawks at Seattle.
Oh yeah, this is a tough stretch. Damn.
Yeah, that's a tough schedule.
Yeah,
Christmas Day, they should beat the Giants, and it's at the Eagles' home.
That's gonna be
Then December 31st, New Year's Eve, they face the Cardinals. They should
So
beat
that's the end of the stretch. That's the end of the tough stretch.
and
right?
the Eagles
That's the end of the tough stretch.
So they
yeah.
should be able to win.
That tough stretch ended at the end of that Seattle game because like they're going into Seattle late after Thanksgiving. Like that's I don't know. That's not.
And we might have definitely.
Seattle is a team I put stock in for some reason. I don't know why.
Sports Talk. I'm gonna let you get your rant off. AJ Brown went off last night, so I'm gonna let you go crazy. Say what you got to say.
Hey, go ahead,
I have been pushing the narrative for almost a year now that I predicted that AJ Brown will be in that top 5 conversation as of the end of this year. And I predicted that it would be Diggs falling out of the top 5. Now, I don't think Diggs is going to fall out of the top 5. I don't think he is. But Cooper Kupp can. Jamar Chase can. So the top 5 narrative, everyone called me crazy. Everyone said AJ Brown wasn't that great. And look, I get it, right? We could sit here and talk about talent and skill. Champ, how many people in your lifetime have you seen with all the skill in the world that didn't amount to shit?
Hey, I've seen it all.
Sometimes you know what matters is you gotta put up stats. Sometimes that's what it is. How many Hall of Famers are there that didn't put up good stats? 0. All right, okay. Actually, that's not true. Joe Namath. There's the one.
Norman Brockman sometimes.
If AJ Brown keeps going out there,
you definitely got to produce. And
if AJ Brown goes out there and keeps putting up 120 yards a game, and his average for the year is like around 90 to 100 yards a game, you have to put him in that conversation. You have to. There's nothing, because yes, you could say, oh well, his route running, his top speed. I don't give a damn. I don't care.
He's producing.
Like who cares? If you can't guard him, I don't give a damn how good his post route is. I don't care. Steve Largent ran a 4.8. You think anyone gave a shit about his speed when he was wide open?
And he was
against
still
people that ran 4.3s, no one gave a damn.
And he was still cooking.
Jerry Rice wasn't
still
that fast
to this day.
either.
I don't know how Steve Largent got off in the NFL, bro. I still don't.
I mean,
AJ Brown
Cup of the old school.
He was old school, and not only that, people kill me when they say he faced plumbers. Do you not realize Mike Haynes and Lester Hayes was in his division? That's just who was in his division. That ain't even including Everson Walls and guys like that. And defense, they used to thrash you back then. That wasn't that 5-yard rule back then.
They're playing no team back then, bro.
So I get it. Like there's this stigma of like, the skill and all this. And I understand sometimes there is, that context you have to put in play, right?
Sometimes you just need will. That's all you
But
really
at the that's sometimes he's more skilled, but it doesn't really matter. Like we've all sat here and watched this whole year. Dak Prescott's more skilled than Brock Purdy. How many of y'all would probably take Brock Purdy over Dak right now? Or you're considering it. It's close. Even though Dak Prescott is physically
definitely tripping.
Way beyond Brock Purdy. Beyond Brock Purdy.
Hold on. We're not doing that.
We ain't doing that. We're not
Look,
doing that.
I'm not saying that Brock Purdy is better as of right now, but the conversation's a lot closer than what the gap is in physical ability. That's a fact. You can sit there and deny it all you want. But if you're producing, I don't care. I don't care if you only got one arm. I don't care if you're blind. I don't care what you want to try to throw at them. If you're producing, that's what matters. That's all that matters. You ain't gonna win the game with 0 points.
Brock Purdy is not better than that.
Can I ask a question? So, sports talk. By that logic, is Kirk Cousins better than Dak?
Yes. Kirk's been better than Dak. Kirk's been better than Dak. He threw 2 incompletions last year in the playoffs, and he just got ran through for it. Yeah, Kirk Cousins isn't. Yeah, no, he doesn't have the running ability Dak Prescott has. Big whoop-de-fucking-do. Neither does the top 5 quarterbacks of all time, besides maybe 1 or 2 of them. Who cares?
But this ain't the top 5 all-time conversation.
Jabari,
this is
let you go.
Kirk versus Dak. It's not even close.
Go ahead, Jabari.
Nah, bro,
I would take Kirk though.
I think Kirk Cousins is a borderline top 10 quarterback. I don't think Kirk Cousins is just as bad as what we try to make him out to be. But Kirk Cousins is not better than Dak Prescott, bro. I've seen games where Dak Prescott has been under duress in the pocket. I've seen games where Dak Prescott has been sacked multiple times. I've seen games where Dak Prescott's throwing interceptions, and I've seen Dak Prescott win these games. So no. Whenever that kind of pressure is being alluded to a guy like Kirk Cousins, he's not winning those games. He's not winning his team.
Kirk Cousins didn't go 13-4 last year when he's just getting ran through like Lana Rhodes on a Sunday. What are we talking about?
He went
no defense. When has Kirk Cousins had a defense with Minnesota last year? What are we talking about? Dak Prescott gets bailed. He gets bailed out.
For sports talk, for years and years, the Minnesota Vikings have always had these great defenses. They for years and years.
They had a couple years ago. They had a pretty good one. Yeah.
He came into a
wait. Dak Prescott's had one of the best overall rosters for his entire career. What has he done?
Cousins came into a team that went to the NFC Championship before he got there. Remember
when?
Cousins came into a team that had went to the NFC Championship the year before he got there. Am I not right?
Who?
Kirk Cousins came into the Minnesota Vikings,
right?
And they had went to the NFC Championship the year prior, right?
Right. Exactly.
Okay, so they expected Kirk Cousins to get them over the top. Am I missing something?
They expect. I don't know who expected that.
Wait a minute.
I don't know who expected that.
Wait a minute. That was what was supposed to happen. You know what's supposed to happen.
Wait a second, champ. Hold on. Let's remind ourselves, bro, how they got to the damn championship game. Let's remind ourselves how they got to the championship game in the first place. It was the Saints' mistake that they got there. That's what it was.
But remember, they got there. But they got there with Case
Keenum was trash. We're not doing this.
Yeah. And then he left.
Case Keenum was trash, but they got to the NFC Championship with him. Now, Kirk Cousins, if I'm not mistaken, was brought there to put them over the top, right?
No, he was not. No, he was not. Wait, champ. I'm gonna clean this up right now. I'm gonna clean this up right now. He only went there because he knew he was getting all of his guaranteed money. He betted on himself. That's what he did. Washington wasn't going to give him all his bread, so he went to Minnesota so he could get all his bread. It was all for money reasons. They didn't pick him up for that.
What Champ's alluding to is correct.
They were never going to resign
Champ
Case
in essence is correct. You bring in a free agent quarterback to put you over where you were.
Yeah.
Now, by that logic, also, when has Dak Prescott passed what Tony Romo's done?
He hasn't.
He hasn't.
Yes.
He's
With way better rosters. Way better rosters.
I mean,
definitely had Ray Boyd. He definitely had some
had the better roster now.
Yeah, Jabari.
Hunter Romo had the better roster.
Better Terrell Owens? What tight end is better than Jason Witten?
And T.O.
Bro, would you rather take DeMarcus Ware as a pass rusher or Michael Parsons?
I mean, y'all go from having, but listen, he got kind of a point, bro. Like, if you go from Zeke having the year that he had,
53 men on the roster. You're telling me that the Cowboys and the Vikings are close? No. They're close.
If you go from Zeke having the year that he had, and then go from all the other pieces, bro, that was put in place from Witten to the wide receiver cores and the defenses, bro, that y'all had, man, like, it's been a lot of underachieving. They was looking a whole lot like the 49ers and the Celtics, bro. A whole lot of talent, bro, and ain't nothing to show for it.
If you actually watch that Green Bay Packers playoff game,
the catch. The catch that never won.
He didn't catch the ball, bro.
That rookie year, bro. The defense was trash. Give me 5 scores on the defense, bro.
As a Green Bay Packer fan,
did last year did the Vikings defense not make Daniel Jones look like the second coming of Steve Young?
Jabari, hold on. Wait a second.
Daniel Jones.
Wait a second. I got him. Hold on. As a Green Bay Packer fan, I could tell you, bro, we beat that team with Matt Flynn, bro. Like they didn't have nothing for us. Nothing. We beat that team with Matt Flynn.
Aaron Rodgers to Daniel Jones right now.
Oh my God. A-Rod to Daniel Jones, man. Listen.
PSP,
my God.
Hold on, PSP. Say what you gotta say, bro.
Go ahead, P.
Okay, back to Kirk Cousins. The reason why Kirk Cousins left Washington to go to Minnesota, because yes, Vikings was coming off an NFC Championship appearance, and they thought if they had a legit QB, Kirk Cousins was at that time, they would take him over the map. Also, Washington, we didn't want to give Kirk Cousins a long-term contract extension, which is why we gave him the 1-year deals, the $19 million deals, the $20 or $25 million deals. So 2 things can be true. As with with AJ Brown, speaking with AJ Brown, I said he's coming on Player's Choice. Trey said that no, he's not coming. He because he kept constantly criticizing AJ Brown as far as his route running, his separation, and stuff like that. But AJ Brown has been keeping up this type of production. Champ, the reason why we don't really hear much about Jalen Hurts' interceptions is because we're so locked in on what we saw from him last year. I mean, last year he did a very good job taking care of the football. This season he's been terrible as far as taking care of the football. The only game in which he has not committed a turnover was the Washington game, in which they won that game barely. And it took overtime in order for the Eagles to win that game. So I think AJ Brown, if he can keep this up, is going to be legit. I think he can definitely be in the discussion for top 5. I don't think you throw Stephon Diggs out of the mix yet, because I look at how inconsistent Josh Allen is. If we're going to talk about, I mean, just like with Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, since he came into the NFL, he's led the NFL in turnovers since he was drafted. And again, Champ, to your point, when Josh Allen, when he's hot, he's one of the elite quarterbacks we have in this game. When he has an inconsistent game, that's what we saw from him yesterday against the Patriots, in a quarterback in Mac Jones, who most people are getting ready to throw off. And I've told people from day one, it's really more about Belichick in New England. Without Tom Brady, he's just exposed. He hasn't been the same. So I think AJ Brown definitely in the discussion with top 5. As for Jalen Hurts, man, he's going to have to figure out a way to take care of the football, because
he was never top 5, by the way, though, Jalen Hurts.
No, he was I had him top 5 at one point. I did recall I had him top 5. A lot of people didn't think he was top 5. But where would you say Jalen Hurts is at this point? If he's not top 5, would you still consider him top 10?
I would still consider him top 10 because I believe that he's gonna clean this thing up, man, with these turnovers issues.
Okay, you
man.
have
I think they
7 sports talk. Okay.
I think they lost. Didn't they lose? If I'm not mistaken, I think they lost their OC, and they lost a couple of other.
They lost
pieces
both
that-
their OC and DC.
DC, who's now the head
OC
coach
and
in
DC. Yeah, right.
Arizona.
So I mean, it's a lot of adjustments, man. You know, as opposed to, what was last year and what is this year, man. But I got a question: is Cooper Kupp still the top 5 wide receiver?
Yes, I believe he is. He just the other guy just taking a lot of receptions from him. To be honest with you.
I don't think he's even fully back from that hamstring injury.
No, and the other guy's taking away. I can't even pronounce his name. That's why I call him the other guy.
Puka Nacua.
Puka over
Puka Nacua. Yeah, I think he's taking a lot of his targets away. So
hold on,
because I had a lot of people that told me that Cooper Kupp and even in the Super Bowl year when he came off that year, it was like they didn't know if he was going to. They had him in Friends top 5 for some reason, man. I think Jamar Chase, obviously Devontae, Tyreek, a couple other people that I was just like, wait, he's not top 5. I'm like,
all I've been saying for months though is AJ Brown's better than Jamar Chase. I've been saying this, bro.
Hey, listen, Brandon. Look, I would look. It's a lot of bridges I go to the end of the road with it, but I ain't going there, bro. Like, nah, I refuse, bro.
Brandon,
like,
we're pushing it. We're pushing that narrative.
Hold on, wait. We're talking about somebody. When we talk about Jamar Chase, bro, we talking about somebody who was the number 1 option at the wideout, the second that he got on Cincinnati, and still ain't got no old line. They basically carried that offense, bro. Like if they're not out there, Joe Burrow doesn't get none of the praise that he's been getting for the past couple of years. I think we all know that.
Hold on. So I'm not disagreeing with what you say, Brandon. You nasty. You nasty. Let me tell you why you nasty. It's almost been an hour, and not one time we even talked about Lamar Jackson, what he did yesterday.
That was the next topic.
Okay. All right. Let's get to it.
Next topic.
Because by the way, before you get to that topic, I listen. I know what everybody gonna say. I guarantee the Lions win, bro. That was a setup. I wanted the Lions to lose, bro, because they in our division. That's all I wanted, bro. Like everybody knew that.
PSP, can you look up what's the score of that game?
People talking too much about Lamar Jackson. They're not talking about that Baltimore defense. Need to be talking about that Baltimore defense.
The Ravens have a legit defense. If the Ravens can play like this, if Lamar Jackson can throw the ball like this, with the Ravens playing that top-notch defense, they can definitely compete. I was watching Player's Choice. Once again, Mookie's a dumb fool. He keeps making criticizing Lamar Jackson. I don't know what's wrong with that dude. Boy got dropped in his head. But anyway, Lamar,
you are mean, brother. You are mean.
Clip that shit.
He got dropped on his head. Listen,
that's a fact. But listen,
listen. What PSP? Listen, to put it all in perspective. Listen, last week I was being told to take the Jaguars seriously. Now this week I'm being told to take the Ravens seriously. I wonder who is going to be next week, because like the NFL is really a week-to-week league until we get around to Thanksgiving. Once we get around to Thanksgiving, we kind of aware.
But leave. Listen, the reason why the Ravens lost against the Steelers, it was because the wide receivers were dropping a lot of passes. Yes, Lamar Jackson.
That's facts.
Lamar Jackson made one bad throw in the red zone. I'll give you that. But other than that, Lamar Jackson so far this season has been playing his best football. I just think Lamar Jackson, look, people like Mookie and others got to give Lamar Jackson credit where credit is due. He threw the ball consistently, 21 to 27, 357 something yards, 3 touchdowns in that game. I think, what does it more have to say? Does this say how good, how legitimate Baltimore is, or how fraudulent Detroit might be? Because coming into the season,
you know what?
Detroit
Hold on, PSP. Let me get to that.
Go ahead.
Let me get to that, PSP, because people was, bro, People was telling me that the Lions was contenders in the NFC. People talking about they besides the Eagles and the Niners, they said the Lions better than the Cowboys. They ain't better than no Cowboys.
Oh no, I said that I said they were interchangeable with the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. The Lions are the most overrated team in the NFL right now.
Whoa, hold up. Hold the phone, bro. What are we doing?
I never said it, but I said it. The most overrated
team, though. You may agree with that sports talk because here's why. Why do you think the Lions beat the Chiefs?
No Travis Kelce.
No Kelce, no Chris Jones. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, Trey Tirico got a lot of flack, but he said the same thing during the game. It's an asterisk by that win because they was missing Travis Kelce and Chris Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And in that game, though, I thought the Chiefs defense actually played well in that game without Chris Jones. I thought they just had a hard time. Yeah. But when you look at Detroit, this was a legit chance to go up against a legit defense and with the pieces that Lamar Jackson has, and you lose 38-6. It's one thing you lose. It's entirely another thing that you got your ass whooped.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. And this is what I said about the same thing that happened to the Cowboys when they lost to the 49ers. How many losses does it count on the record? 1. That's all it is. Move on to the next game. That's all it is. People act as though because you lose by more than 20, it therefore is more losses on the record.
But they lost. Wait. I got it.
They got embarrassed.
I got him. But see, sports talk. What it highlights is a lack of discipline. That's what it highlights. And even though Montgomery was out of that game, it highlights there's no real sense of urgency, man. When we coming in and we got a statement to make. That was really a statement game for the Lions to make that we can not only beat people in the NFC and in our division, we could go outside our division and win too. You know what I'm saying? That was more of a statement game for them than anything because nobody really took the Lions seriously outside of the NFC and outside of the
I understand that, right? Because people are going to say because they're scheduled, they're on fraud watch, right? And I get that. Okay, they played a good team, and a good team played a perfect game. Good for them. Their next few games, Raiders, Chargers, Bears, Packers, Saints, Bears, Broncos, Vikings, and then Cowboys, Vikings.
Yeah. See, sports talk. You making my point.
I see 2 losses maybe left on the schedule. Maybe 3.
But sports talk. You making my point. It's to me, if they end the season with a better record, that doesn't mean that they're gonna march into the playoffs and not see a just as good as the team in the NFC that they saw in the Ravens. That team is going to be doing almost the same exact thing that the Ravens was doing when they see them and come down after Thanksgiving. And when they come down and see them after Thanksgiving, and the Lions they get their shit together since that point, and they beating up on all of these peekaboo ass teams. Then what, bro? Like then you got to look at them as frauds. And your fraud watch alert is going to be
I'm more focused on the Cowboys game. If they can play well against the Cowboys game, that's going to mean more to me than this Baltimore game did. I think they're going to beat
the shit out of There ain't nobody taking the Cowboys seriously, bro. They going to beat their ass. My bad, Jabari. I ain't mean to say that out loud, but they gonna kick the shit out y'all, bro. Like it is what it is. Look.
Wow.
I'm not. Listen, we not. This is not an issue.
Bro,
with
that was
the
a throat
NFC.
chop right there, guys.
No. I ain't mean to say but this is not an issue with the NFC. The teams that we want to see the Lions against is the teams that's not on their schedule. That's the Eagles. That's the 49ers. We want to see them. We want to see what they can do against them too. Because as far as everybody else concerned up in this party, they are the third. They still, with that loss yesterday, and it was a bad loss, they took a foot in their ass. They still the third best team in the NFC. Is that correct?
Yeah, I say they're either the third or fourth. It's either them or the Cowboys, depending on how you want to look at it.
The Seahawks are better than the Lions. Sports talk.
They 4.
And we beat them. We beat them.
Yo, stop.
I watched y'all throw away the game. I watched y'all throw away that game against Cincinnati. Brandon, I trusted in you. Brandon, I trusted in you with that Cincinnati game.
Brandon, stop. Brandon, stop.
Brandon,
no, don't do
I
that.
trusted you against Cincinnati. I said on this show.
Brandon,
I said on this show, if Cincinnati loses to Seattle, Cincinnati will not make the playoffs.
Wait.
And the Seahawks threw that game away.
Time out.
Well, Leaf,
Brandon,
We
do
want
not
Leaf.
do
They
this.
still
Don't
Brandon.
do this.
still
Brandon,
mid.
hold up, Brandon. You said don't gas up week 1, week 2, and week 3, right? You're the same person that said
No,
that.
no.
You're the same one that said that.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Yeah,
you
he
did.
did. Yeah, he
Yes,
did.
you did. Yes, you did. Yes,
Hey,
you
week
did,
one.
Brandon. You got caught. You got caught. Yes,
on
you
now.
did. Yes,
No,
you
I
did.
I said week 1.
When
not doing
I
it.
think
difference,
bottom line, Brandon jinxed himself.
Yes, you
jinxed
did.
himself. No, he
How?
jinxed himself. Here's why. He
How?
jinxed himself like he jinxed the Oregon-Washington game
Oh my
because he kept
God.
talking all that hype
Oh,
about
not that
Oregon was
game.
going to beat Washington and how he's so furious at the kicker. He also jinxed himself when he cried on my podcast by saying if the
Nah, I
Seahawks
ain't
lose
crying.
to the Bengals,
I ain't crying.
No, he said he wanted to slap the kicker, bro. That was the funniest
Yes.
shit in the world.
He said he wanted to slap the kicker.
He said I saw that kick, I just want to slap him.
Sure did.
and not only that, to make it worse, he also jinxed himself when he bet on his boy Herbert against the Cowboys on that Monday night.
Oh my God, bro. Hey, listen. I
Last week was a-
believe you. Listen, in terms of Brandon Staley, bro, like I believe you, but yo, you gonna stop this shit with the Seattle team. I said they was good. They were good, but y'all beat the Lions in week 2.
We better than the Lions. I'm going by position.
Y'all didn't.
I'm not
y'all
gonna
didn't
lie,
mow through
Seattle's
the
schedule's
Lions.
rough.
Y'all beat them down
I
the
know it is.
stretch.
Bro,
That's
Seattle's
what happened.
schedule's rough.
Mhm.
It's
So
tough.
we got the Cowboys, we got the Eagles. I think we got the
49ers.
Niners twice.
Okay,
We
but
can
Brandon,
beat the
if you-
Rams. I'm not
Okay,
worried about the
okay,
Rams.
but-
listen.
okay,
I
but
think
Brandon,
y'all can wait. I think y'all can split against the
Luka, tell me.
Niners.
Okay,
I
but
think y'all can
Brandon,
split
by
against
that
the
logic,
Niners.
by that logic, if you're saying that the Seahawks are better than the Lions, even though that was week 2, by that logic, the Lions are better than the Chiefs when they beat them.
There
in
it
week
is.
1.
There it is.
No,
There it is.
That's what I'm
There it is.
Because that's week 1.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
week 1.
Hey,
I say
difference
week
between
1
week
does
1
not
and week
count because week
2?
1. That's a warm-up game. That's a
Oh,
warm-up
PSP,
game.
layup, dunked it on his ass.
No, that's no.
Opener, it could be a
You didn't cook
opener,
PSP. No, you didn't cook. No, you
How did
would
I
not.
get
Nah, he just
cooked?
chefed you up. He just chefed you
No,
up, Brandon. I ain't gonna lie.
You didn't cook. You didn't cook. I said week
But
1.
bottom line, Brandon, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself.
I really
You
did.
it to
I
yourself.
really.
You bragged about Oregon versus
Brandon, you got lined up,
Washington.
bro. Like
did
you got to
this
just take this
yourself.
L.
You
But
did
hey,
You did this to yourself, man. You did this.
hey, but Seahawks won yesterday, so hey, I'm good right now. But last week was pretty rough.
Nah,
But sports talk. Well, my thing is,
His spoon's tough. Spoon's tough. I'm at that. He can lay that raw.
yeah, Witherspoon him.
I'm
But I'm just saying, yeah, but on sports talk, the Bengals are still mid. I
Oh
don't know
no,
if you saw
the
game.
Bengals. Oh yeah, the Bengals are in trouble. But my thing was, if the Seahawks were able to beat the Cincinnati Bengals, they weren't going to make the playoffs. Now,
The Bengals
now
are
they
mid.
have a back
the
door.
Bengals are garbage.
Sports talk, and
I don't-
sports
I
They have a
still
back
don't think
door.
they're
They have a
gonna
back
make
door
the
to make it in now.
and sports
A
talk,
back
they don't
door.
think
They're gonna
they're
make the
gonna
playoffs.
Sunday.
They can still sneak into that
A
7th
back
seed.
door.
And
They're
I don't know
garbage.
because you
hold
got
on,
the
hold on,
Steelers
Lee.
doing good, the Browns keep on winning, and you got the Ravens.
And hold on.
And then you
The
got the rest of the
Bengals, no,
AFC.
the Bengals are in the shitter, bro. Like I don't want to hear nothing about this back door shit.
Leave. Let me respond.
We said that last year. We said the same shit last year.
Sports talk. Guess who the Bengals are facing this week?
Was the Niners?
Yes, at the
Yeah.
Niners.
They threw four. They threw four.
They're
But here's
done.
the thing.
Hurt.
But here's the thing. You got to think. Everyone's just saying they lose. I'm going to pick the Niners to win also. They beat the Niners. Where does that put them? That gives them a clear view to make the playoffs.
Yeah, sports talk, bro. Listen,
You have to be able to talk about both sides. Yes, if they lose, yeah, their hopes of the playoffs diminish a lot. But I'm saying if they would have lost to Seattle, then having to play the 49ers next, it was toast. There was no shot. But
Okay, I
but
get
Seattle
Sports
giving up
talk,
that game,
listen.
it gives Cincinnati that opportunity because you have to. Because you can sit here and say it's 100%
understand
guarantee
that.
that they're going to lose, but that's not the case.
I understand that. Sports talk, bro. We going off of ifs. If was a spliff, we all be high. Like it's not gonna listen. The one thing that we know for sure, bro, like this is not last year. They're not pulling rabbit out the hat tricks and then somehow just marching their way into the playoffs and getting into.
I bet you said that last year. I bet you said
Yeah,
the
but
same
the
thing last
defenses
year.
in the
We
NFC North was not what they are this year.
we probably did, but the thing is, sports talk. The one thing that we knew about the Cincinnati Bengals is that they were always on borrowed time. They were, and the borrowed time they was on is how long was this little magic trick shit gonna keep up? Now this the time that they probably down to their last leg, bro, in terms of this rabbit out the
No, I
hat trick
agree.
that they've been
I
pulling.
agree. I've said I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, whether or not they lost to Seattle. I just said if they lose to Seattle, it's toast. But they still have a good path. Now their schedule's rough. Like
Yeah,
they
but
might
they're
have
not
the
gonna
hardest
make it out
remaining
of that
schedule.
division with those defenses.
Yeah,
You're
they
not
might.
gonna make it past
They
the
have the
Baltimore
hardest
defense
schedule
and the
left.
Cleveland defense. No.
You talking about a team that already has dug themselves a hole, and you leaning off a Seattle mistake, that they're gonna go into these next couple of games and then pull off the unthinkable against the 49ers. I don't know who the hell they got after that, bro.
Buffalo, Chiefs,
Buffalo,
Texans,
Chiefs,
Baltimore,
they playing
Cleveland,
nothing.
Pittsburgh.
They playing nothing but contenders.
Jesus.
They
Yeah,
playing
I
nothing
know.
but
And
championship
that's my
contenders.
thing is that you still have they still get the benefit of the doubt to a degree because you know they can do it. We've seen them do it. Last year it was the same story. Lamar gets hurt. All of a sudden the division opened up. Baltimore was leading that division till like what, week 14?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that
But
defense
Lamar's
wasn't what it was
Lamar's
this
not
year.
Cincinnati
getting
had
hurt.
no shot going up to that point.
Right. But Lamar's not getting hurt. They're not playing garbage teams. They're playing contenders. The Browns are still holding afloat, even with PJ Walker. And now we expecting Joe
Deshaun
Burrow.
Watson ain't much better, don't worry.
Yeah, I understand that, but
Don't worry about that.
But the problem is the Browns' defense is they number one in the league, and now we're relying on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals to pull off this. Oh my God, yo, did you see what they did? They repeated. They did it last year. I kind of knew they was gonna do it this year. No, they ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, they
because
did it
they
last
are deep
year. They
in
did it the year before that.
But
Could it happen 3 times in a row? Like, yeah, I'm saying that's a possibility.
But Leaf, to Sports Talk defense, if that happens, and only if, although hypothetical, what are you going to say?
Listen, if it happens, bro, listen, we all know it's going to lead to an AFC championship meltdown or some type of meltdown within the divisional round or something, bro. It's not going to lead to anything. The Cincinnati Bengals are not going to surprise anybody like the Giants did when they won their 2 miracle whip ass Super Bowls, bro. Like, nobody counts that shit. All right, bro. Like, listen, there's nothing major gonna happen with the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm tired of this shit. They in the shitter, and that's where they belong. Bro.
I've heard this same speech for the last 2 years. You know why? Because I was saying it. I was the one saying it. I am not a moron. Insane. I'm not going to do the same thing. Expect different results.
Well, here's the thing. Sports talk.
I'm not doing this for the 3rd year in a row, bro.
But sports talk. But listen, when you say stuff like that against that team, you got to stand on 10. And I'm standing on 10, bro. When it comes to the Cincinnati Bengals, and when I say they are in the shitter and it is over, that's it. OVE capital R. Over. That's it. They not doing a damn thing.
All right, y'all.
He said, "Okay."
I gotta cut it short today. That includes the end of the show. Any last words before we head out, y'all? Before y'all say your last words, Wednesday's the basketball pause. 8:00 Eastern time. So if y'all want to tune into that on 8:00, just hit me up. Just let me know. We're gonna be talking about the NFL opening week, and one of the other topics is top 10 scores of all time in the NBA.
Okay.
All time. So if y'all want to tune in that, just let me know. But yeah, last week's show was crazy, man. So yeah, if y'all haven't followed me on TikTok, make sure y'all do. BB923. I posted a lot of clips on for that show and all that type stuff. So y'all say y'all last words.
Yeah, y'all can still hear me.
Ducks down. That's okay.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna say nothing about Oregon. Even though the upset of the week obviously was Virginia, anybody still got something to say about Drake Mays, man? Let me hear it. I don't want to hear it. Yeah. So that's what I thought.
Sports Talk. I already said he had a bad game. Why are you tripping?
Yeah. Nah. I know you said he had a bad game, but like, listen, when Caleb Williams had a bad game, a lot of people was smoking him with that gun,
Bro.
Yes.
Against ranked teams.
I'm not gonna go there, bro. Listen, tomorrow opening night, and we gonna watch the Nuggets and Fries get their championship rings against the Lakers, man, and they probably gonna beat the shit out of them. I'm gonna be on my channel. I'm gonna go live as early as like 6 something. I'll probably be on the street when I do it, but I'm gonna get try to get back to the crib probably as early as like 8, maybe 8:30 or something like that. Or I probably won't be able to see the ring ceremony. I got some other shit to do, but I will be going live tomorrow. Anybody follow, y'all come in, man. Like, we gonna have a whole watch party. Yeah, y'all watching on y'all TVs. Like, we follow the score, all of that. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the Nets podcasters, obviously Nets Kingdom, Nets Daily. I'm doing Nets visual episodes all season, following this team. When it comes to my Nets, nobody is never gonna see it coming. The Packers is in the shitter, so I ain't got nobody else but the Nets. So it is what it is, man.
All right. PSP, any last words?
Commanders Demand. Go watch the podcast 9 p.m.
Oh, this ought to be a good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. So stay tuned on the Grid Network. I'll be discussing what I saw from the game yesterday. I'll be discussing Jonathan Allen's comments about everything else. I just got a lot to say. And also the Sports PSP podcast. Kenny is getting his ass roasted for saying Giannis over Chamberlain. He also is going to get roasted for his crazy takes about Will Smith and so much more.
Oh yeah, that was nasty.
So go check that out as well.
That was vicious.
Right. Go ahead, Jabari.
What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? Make sure that y'all follow me on every social media platform at Jabari Showtime. That's YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and also appreciate y'all for having me on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate you for coming, bro. Because it take a lot of guts, man, to show up with a whole bunch of cowboy shit in the background, bro, knowing that they in the shitter too.
Oh yeah,
Jabari, I gotta have you on the Men's basketball pods though, bro. For real.
All right. Yeah, man. If I could ever come on a Wednesday, I'm kind of busy that Wednesday afternoon, so I can't really compromise my schedule too much. But if any other day, it would probably work for me though.
All right. Go ahead, champ.
Undisputed world champ on TikTok. World champ _2.0 on Instagram. Expect the big game from Daniil Hunter tonight because Trent Silverback Williams is injured at this point. He's not playing, so. Look out for the GOAT series on TikTok as well. I'm still doing that.
Sports Talk.
Hey, I don't know what the Olympics was doing, but Noah Lyles has awoken the beast because we're going to assemble the fucking Avengers to go in that flag football game. And some poor bastard from Scotland that's a cashier is going to have to go up against Tyreek Hill. And shout out to the Steelers. You're still mid as hell. Don't worry. The entire NFC South. Don't worry. You're all mid as hell. Don't worry.
Hashtag find Jay.
And then other than that, appreciate you having me on.
Hey, what's your name on TikTok, brother?
Let me make sure I changed it recently.
Is it Sports Talk Debate?
Yeah, Sports Talk Debate.
Okay, and then Jabari. The reason why I'm asking because I'm finna go follow every last one of you right now. So yeah, So
yeah, I got you, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
All right, man. Certified Chris on every single social, man. All right, Sports Talk. I know you a hater, bro, for the Falcons. I don't know why, bro. And yes, I know Desmond Ritter. You gonna say no cap? He's like my ex girl. You know what I'm saying? Where one day you fuck with him, next you don't fuck with. So it's kind of
all I heard all off season. Desmond Ritter's the savior. Man's ass.
Okay, I didn't say no savior.
He's a potato.
I did not say no savior.
Bro, it's trash. Y'all don't use Kyle Pitts, Bijan. Where'd you go?
Bro, I don't know. Actually, I'll work all day, but like apparently, I don't know. I guess he got sick for the game. I don't know what happened, but hey, like I said, Brandon Baker, I ain't worried, bro. Obviously choked at the end with that interception and couldn't clutch. Like I said, I'm not worried about them. And we're gonna win the division, and yeah, we might be a first round exit, but we're winning the South. So yeah,
Bro, first round exit, it's gonna be
All
like
right, y'all.
40-7. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get stomped
by who?
Mhm.
Wait, who?
by anybody, anyone that makes it.
Hey man, for all the people that's out there, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Till next time. See y'all Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern time. NFL opening week. Peace. NBA opening week. My fault. Peace.